Hey everyone, today is September 20, 2022. This is the working team meeting of C4C, Cardano for Climate. This is where we get together and talk about admin or initiatives, projects going on with the C4C during this week and in the future. The current clock on the wall for Catalyst is we've just finished voting and we are moving ahead into our next cycle. We've got a couple of exciting things today in this hour of planning and working. We've got folks from the accounting here, Miro and Andre. Daniel is going to talk about SDGs and an initiative with CardanoCube to get more awareness of impact projects throughout the whole ecosystem. Nori is going to talk about the impact, the appreciation board, and which is a really great initiative, and documentation. And we also have all kinds of other stuff. So let's just jump into it. Who is here? And then you guys can go as you like. What should we talk about first? I'm doing the recording. The recording will be posted. Does anybody want to take notes? Oh, here you go. I'll share the agenda document. And it will be posted along with the video. I'm kind of excited, you know, it's like I don't know if it's like a kid like nature, but you know, voting just stopped yesterday and I kind of want to know already. I'm like, ooh, you know, what's happening?
Can we talk about the accounting first?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah, we just want to make sure how much to pay Abe and his sister, and how will we split that amount? Will we just send Abe the full amount, or will we split? What amounts will Abe receive and his sister receive? And from which proposal will we pay them?
So I think we've reached out to Abe and his sister and they've agreed to an amount. I think it's probably in one of our meeting notes where we recorded that amount. I'm not sure, but I seem to recall we did it at a Friday meeting. So if we look back to our Friday notes, we should be able to find it. As far as which fund, it would be the onboarding through events fund. Because we're paying them for their marketing, right? For the events.
Yeah. Yes, I think there was like document creation. They made the brochures, and it seems like it was at least 2 events that they did.
Okay. That's a Fund 8 proposal. Yes. Onboarding through events.
Yeah, I think it was, if I don't mistake, it was 1 event, but ask Abe, but I think it was 1 event that they did, that his sister did the graphics, and she did beautiful job. And yeah, we need to enumerate.
Okay.
So I posted in the chat a spreadsheet for C4C accounting, and it's got quite a bit of information. But for instance, one thing it's got is wallet addresses on the second sheet. But I don't. Oh, I do see Abe. I do see Abe.
Yeah, Abe is
nice.
Sister.
Documentation is working. I love it. Okay. All right.
How to make Newman happy, huh?
Yeah, hey, this is when you want to see it. When something works, it's like, make me happy. I smile, even, you know, even now. We probably should confirm with him, and he has an email address there, so that would be an easy thing to do.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to confirm what do you need to confirm with him? That it's one event. What do you need to confirm? How much? Or what?
Yeah, I guess before you do the transact, I mean, I don't know, maybe just to say, hey, look, this is what we're going to pay, and it's make sure that that's the right address or still the right address. I don't know exactly when that was put in. If that was, you know, that's just a random address on a spreadsheet. It would be good to confirm, I would think. But
Okay, yeah, definitely. And how much there? Let me just check.
Somebody reached out to them and confirmed an amount, right? I seem to remember that. And then they said they were okay with it.
yeah,
What is the amount?
I'm not sure. I'm
I
not
think
even,
that, yeah, we vote
I think it
actually
was.
I think we voted on 200. I was like,
300. I think it's 300, but I'm
meeting.
not 100% sure. It's better to check on the Friday's meeting, like Nori said, because yeah,
Oh, perfect. Subscription. Okay.
it was probably the September 9th meeting or the 2nd. One of those two.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
What other treasury things?
Oh, I saw you put subscriptions on the agenda.
Oh, well,
Okay.
yeah. Let me pull back up the agenda. 920. Yeah, I would love to. Well, I mean, I think like this issue that we're having, like I would love to, or I would envision like the ledger. It's just, you know, we're working on a distributed ledger technology, and it would just be good to have like, this is our one ledger where things come, we can see where things come and go. Oh, I got it. I want to share with you, because we're into community collaboration standards, the Swarm has this really cool web spreadsheet, or they have they've shared their spreadsheet that they're working with. And I would imagine you guys are familiar with this, but I'm going to put this in the chat as Swarm accounting spreadsheet. I should have put this on the. You want to take a look at that, and maybe I'll share my screen.
Yes.
Oh, is this the right? Oh, I think I got the wrong one.
There's a link to our Gitbook as well that shows all the transactions for C4C.
Aha. So that might be. Let me pull this up. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see this.
but I think, Newman, that you would like to show this stuff that actually Tivo was working for DeWork or something. Huh?
I don't know. This I just found through their reporting, their public reporting. So it's sort of like what they're sharing. And the first thing that I noticed was that, you know, they've got all of their account subscriptions. You know, they've got addresses, the timelines, payments, you know, amounts that are going out. And I just feel like this seems like a natural way of doing it. They've also got for their gimbal token amounts. Here's their bounty board. Oh, look, there I am. Like, do we think maybe we could create something like this? I mean, I think eventually we, you know, because we're going to have payments out, you know, we're going to have to do all these functions, and maybe this might be a good starting spot. Or are we working on this?
Yes.
This spreadsheet, I believe, is driven through DeWork, right? It takes the DeWork data and dumps it in. So
Oh,
we need to be putting everything into DeWork for this to work smoothly the same way.
is that it? That seems agreeable. Miro and Andre, is that?
Yes. Yeah, if that we've got the tools to import from DeWork, and then we'll have all the transactions in one spreadsheet.
Mhm. So for C4C, we just need to make sure DeWork contains all of the work we're paying out, and then the spreadsheet
Yes.
will drive from that.
And it will be also good if we will have a meeting one day just to show how you will actually do the tasks.
Yeah, we need
Because
to
it's
know
very
that
important.
format.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Is that something like how much time do you need for that? Like, because I can put that on Friday's agenda.
That would be perfect for Friday.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
maybe it's better next week because on Fridays Treasury Guild is Mamma Mia. So maybe if you can put this to agenda for the next week or something.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Okay.
Or I don't know, any Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, any day, Thursday.
Any day.
Yeah.
But then the agenda item would be something like how to make DeWork tasks
Yes.
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 that work best.
But do we have
or-
person? Do we have the person who will do the actual the DeWork tasks? Do you know who will do that?
I think it would be me and Nori. Simon. Simon is in there.
I think
Yoram's like not. I think that hand gesture is
said
not
also.
Yoram.
No. He said also yes. Put me in agenda. I will do the DeWork. Yes. He write me now the message, private message here.
If I will
Zoom.
do the weird DeWork, I don't know. I will send some money to this guy and this guy, different people.
Oh man, that's who I want. That's who I want. It's like we check on the accounting department, and it's an octopus that's shaped like Yoram sending out money everywhere. Nice.
I think
Okay.
we will. I think we will make a template in DeWork. So every time you create a task, you can just refer to the template and then just make it similar.
Yeah. And there's some rules and some standards that are coming online. So yeah, that would be great. And 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Is it a? 10,
Will be
15?
enough. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Any more things from budget? Let's see what I put down on the or what some elf put down. List of example accounting spreadsheet. We showed that payment to sister, and then we're just gonna put this what we wrote down here. Boink. There we go. Let's move down the line. Let's talk about documentation. You guys feel good about moving on to documentation? Everybody can kind of shift gears into that documentation mindset. And I'm just going to read out what got put on the agenda. ClickUp ? InfoPress Word Info Center, Resurrect the website, working processes versus information center, or in the para framework, projects and areas, which are working processes, and resources, which are information centers. Effective use of Telegram, Discord, and YouTube. Collab crew for the website, and there's a MiroBoard link. And I could be sharing my screen. There's a MiroBoard link coming in. Let that work in. The big picture, a map of content document, or MiroBoard. Okay. Let me just start with this. Like one of the things that I would love for is to see like, and this might help with the onboarding, is, and when I'm talking about this big picture, is just like a big map of all of the things that C4C does. I think I started it. Oh, yeah, I started it here, like projects and initiatives, like all the things that we do would be really cool to see. Yeah, and then this one, effective use of Telegram, Discord, and YouTube. It seems like we're documenting a lot through Telegram, Discord, and YouTube. And it would be good to figure out best practices for those things. Where are, you know, like in the reflection mode, like how are we using them? You know, what's not working, what is, and then make an intention to sort of fix the problems and, you know, do better with the things that we're doing well. So I guess that's sort of an initiative that I'm gonna take up. I'd like to make like to where I can just see, like when I have my time allotted for C4C work, I can just look at the picture and see like the projects, the people. I also sort of envision the phase of the moon, or the phase of Catalyst, or the season in Catalyst. Like what's our Catalyst season right now? So right now we finished voting and we are moving into cool down. So that's and anyway, that's some of the stuff I had on my mind about documentation.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea of having a visual MiroBoard as kind of someplace you can see everything. I think that would be really cool to kind of set up. I think there's a couple of things. I think we have a lot of information and onboarding stuff when people find us and want to know what's going on, how do I get involved, what's the Zoom link for the meeting, where's the calendar, those kind of things are perfect for like the website. And we have other things that I would classify as areas or projects, and the website's probably not the best thing for that. We need like some kind of system or mechanism or way of working, and organizing that and making sure we know like when's a project start, what's its goal, what's success look like, and get a little bit more formal with the projects, so that we know what we're working towards. And then for areas, the way I think of areas are, they're a place where we have to maintain a certain level of standard around. Like it could be running weekly meetings or making sure that we know how to pay people correctly on time, and those kind of things are all the areas that go on forever. But projects and areas have similar mechanisms. Like there needs to be somebody who owns something and they do it, and then things get done. And then for Discord and Telegram, I think of Telegram as more of the water cooler where people just kind of chat and have conversations. Discord, for me, it'd be nice to use it for work. Like each project or whatever has a channel in there where you can dive in and say, okay, we're working on the website and this is where you go. And the conversation about the website only happens there. So that we're able to break things up. And maybe we use the forums for that, or we create categories or actual channels for each project. But I would love to see us get more organized so that we know where to drop our conversations and have kind of just a standard for that. And just the way Telegram works, I don't think it's conducive to project work. And we've seen that we have like 5 or 6 Telegram channels now, and that drives me nuts. Like, I don't know, and they get buried and it's super hard to find stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You know, effective use of the Telegram, Discord, and YouTube. Like the Telegram is like a water cooler, and I'm vamping for anyone else to jump in with their idea while we just summarize. Discord for work and business, and then maybe the forums, a new feature of Discord. And really the idea, the goal is to know where we drop in those conversations, because right now it's sort of spread and it's not necessarily formalized, and it's kind of almost, there's a probability of like catching the right conversation and catching the right thing. And then when when one wants to look for like a resource, we have to search through, and where was it? Was it in, you know, this and this? So, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just we're in the reflection time to where we can kind of, you know, see how it's working and how it's better to work. Because I want to work more efficiently. I want to be able to work for a few hours and get a lot done. And searching around just feels like it's not as effective if everything's right there, which is very difficult when it's a decentralized org. You know, if it's just me and two friends, but when we've got 35, 45, 350 friends, it makes a difference. But I feel like we can do. How do you guys feel about those things?
Yeah. So I think it's great, and thanks for raising this topic here. It's very important. And I see three big separations, right? One, in information center website where everything is there, right? Someone asks, where can I find this link? Where can I do that? I mean, just go to the website, right? And it's per category, separated event, weekly meetups, whatever you want to communicate per category. Then there is working processes that are probably in DeWork and Telegram, not Telegram, Discord and DeWork, and kind of the weekly meetups and so on. And then there is the kind of pop-up communications through Telegram, right? So that's kind of because today what's happening is that people are asking us all the time, where can I find that? Where can I find that? And so I think the website should see, okay, if you need anything, you just need to go to the website, right? Then if you want to just communicate something within the community, you communicate on Telegram or Discord or whatever, and then there's working processes. So anyway, that's the three separations that I see there.
I like that.
What you guys said.
Yep. I think that adding the oh man, what was the word you used? Geez, my brain. Info center, working process, and then it's not random conversations. Nori called it the water.
Pop-up. I call it pop-up conversation, right? People want to say something, they just say, they just say something and then it's pop-up.
I put a sticky on the Miro and just called it community and added Telegram and pop-up communications.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be great. Oh, how do I'm trying to make you a board co-host. Okay, you guys are checking out. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Pop-up conversations. Now, here's something. In those pop-up conversations, because they evolve into something that might go into the info center website, like a link, or something, or evolve into a working process. I really like, and actually Daniel and I talked about this, the idea of like a monitor or a champion or somebody who owns the space or makes a commitment to manage it. I like this idea, like when I envision, next fund or tomorrow, a new person coming on and say, hey, new person, here's what you can do. You're a little seedling in C4C. You can take over monitoring the pop-up conversations on Telegram, which is sort of what a lurker does, but then you just give them one extra task, which is just scan it maybe week by week, and just scan the feed and sort of mine out, like pan for gold. It's like, okay, what was shared last week? Oh, Yoram shared a link to a conference. Does that fit into some other spot into the organization? I would love to see that as a process, as like a role for new people, that would, get them in. It would be sort of onboarding, But yeah, that's one like initiative for documentation. So like to put someone on the documentation crew that would be super simple and you know what they can do best, which is listen. You know, they don't feel I don't feel when I'm new, like I don't feel I can join the conversation, but I can listen to the conversation. Yeah.
I like that. I just added a sticky that all these things that we put up should map to some role where somebody can say, I want to do this, and they kind of are responsible for that space. And it could be parts of the website, it could be monitoring Telegram, it could be making sure that every meeting has a DeWork task assigned to it and is prepared ahead of time.
And we can get fun with it. I mean, it's just sort of like, oh yeah, I'm like, what do you do? Oh, I made a commitment to be the Telegram, you know, ranger for this month or this fund. I love the idea of using the funds. Or we could do it in Cardano epochs. That would be sweet. It's just like, oh yeah, I took 5 days to like do this, and then if it's a good feeling and it's valuable, then people will continue to do it. You know, and I don't know. I like working shoulder to shoulder with people.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult when the work is not aligned, you know, like if you get next to somebody that's left-handed and you're right-handed, the opposite-handed of you, which is what my girlfriend and I do. And you just smash into each other all the time. And then real simple alignment, just move to the other side. And you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's great. I feel good things are happening with documentation. Moving down the list, has anyone got any other? Could it be the browser that you're using? Oh, somebody's got a tech issue. Any other?
What is? Oh, do you have Eternal installed, Yoram, on your browser?
Ooh.
Which one?
Eternal, the wallet?
Yeah.
Turn it off. And then Miro. So
But if I take it off, yeah.
if you go to your plugins, there's a setting in there that says click to enable, I think. And it'll keep it off until you actually click on it. And that will fix Miro.
Okay. So okay.
Did it work?
1 second.
All right. Well, here I'm just going to read over. So we just did the. I'm mindful of the time. It's the bottom of the hour. We've gone over accounting and did some good work there. We went over documentation, did some good work there. Update. The next on the agenda are updates from event planning. We have the Cardano Summit coming up, which we'll talk about later, and then we're looking for the start date of the next fund to sort of catalyze our next sort of impact. I guess the next event, like our periodic event, will be a on-chain your impact outreach.
Can you quickly give me permission to share my screen?
Oh, yep. I thought, you know, when you're the big guy, when you're the big, I need to.
The big boss.
When you're the big boss. No, when you're in Zoom, when you're the big picture, like, yeah, I don't get the little contextual menu to do co-host. I can do it from participants. Okay. Now you're good.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to just show really quickly how Miro is enabled. So if you go to your extensions and manage extension and click on details for Eternal, right here on site access, if you change this to on click, that will make Miro start to work.
So they don't like each other?
They don't. There's a JavaScript library conflict, and both companies know about the issue and are working towards a resolution. Tevo has been really working on both sides, saying, hey, you guys need to fix this because your two plugins don't interact well. But this is a temporary workaround, and that should make Miro start to work.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Tech Help Collective right there.
Yep. So that's the, yeah, if you're using Eternal, that's why Miro doesn't work in Chrome or Brave.
Let's see. So I did it now. Let's see. Let me close this and open it again. I want to give it the same time just a quick shout out, just a quick update until we move for. Yeah, perfect, Nori. So shout out to Nori first of all.
Yay!
Second, shout out to Daniel who organized a call with CardanoCube. Then we just had a call, myself and Daniel, had a call with Milan from CardanoCube, and how to include, and Cole and Daniel did a great presentation to prepare for that. And basically how to include in CardanoCube social and environmental tags to all the sections. And he was very positive about it. He liked the idea. He's happy to integrate it into his into the process of onboarding companies and even approaching to the companies already onboarded. So I think that's great. Great news.
That's good.
So just a shout out for Daniel on that. Great initiative. You know, just came in, took initiative, did that. Cole jumped in, helped him to prepare, and done. Business done in a couple of weeks.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, Daniel and Cole.
Yeah, no, really great job, Daniel, on getting that all started. And yeah, I'm super excited to work with them a little bit more to see how we can integrate the SDGs eventually. And yeah, there's a lot of cool future things we could do with CardanoCube. So that would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're a partner now. Let's call them a partner. CardanoCube is partnered with now a partner. Yeah. And we can shout them out and do all the things like this. This kind of leads into this idea of like, what is a partner? Like how to, you know, how to get a good reciprocal relationship, you know, going with this idea of lead generation. You guys want to talk about lead generation next?
Sure. I mean, yeah. Nori, Cole.
Yeah. So currently, we're still in the middle of onboarding more people to the lead generation process. We just created another document that kind of will help all the lead generators actually like have a simpler like 3-page document to know like how the process goes, the exact docs you need to look at. And kind of our next steps are just to create like a little bit of a more like flow for the DeWork and explain that a little bit to onboard more impact lead generators. And then also I need to send out that that new doc to all of the impact lead generators today.
And then for folks that are listening to the video and don't know what it is a way to basically do a very important task of bringing impact related people and projects into the Catalyst system, the Cardano system, you know, working with blockchain in general. You know, I kind of think of it as this, you know, I'm seeing everything through Ikigai. You know, it's just like helping them figure out their place, which is real core vision and mission of C4C. So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful initiative that really is sort of a main arm of C4C. I mean, it's like a spin-off, or how do we, what's the
part of our core values is to onboard impact and bring them onto the blockchain so that we can help them accelerate or increase transparency or whatever, all the things that we do, however they can help. Some of the next steps are also, just to mention, we're taking it to the town halls. So we'll be presenting impact lead generation at the Pacific Town Hall. Looks like we have a slot into Eastern Town Hall. And maybe another one, I'm not sure, but we're kind of upping our marketing a bit.
I think the EU town hall as well, maybe on Thursday. It would be cool.
Yeah, and we said that we might want to do it tomorrow in C4C, which depends on the agenda and what's open, but maybe we do it also kind of another 10 minutes about it tomorrow.
I like that idea. I think we can definitely fit it in tomorrow. I'm gonna put agenda.
Because
meetup.
it's time. I mean, we have the resources to give. We prepared all the documentation. It's really time to get it going. And already Bruno Bravo bought already the first lead generation, and we have a call with him on Friday.
Nice.
So yeah, that's really wonderful.
That's great. That's great. 5 minutes, I should say, 5 minutes. You think that would be enough for like a small presentation of like, oh, here's impact lead generation. Here's another thing that meaningful. I'm working on this for communities. I'm working on this time to meaningful participation. So you're lurking and you find out about the link in the Telegram, and then you show up, you say, hey, I'm here. Discord says a wild so-and-so has come. And then what's the, then the clock starts running. It's just like, how quickly can you get into doing the thing that you came to do or you want to do, that matches your Ikigai, that really ignites like the good, good passion and good work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lead generation.
Yeah. I don't know what's the schedule for tomorrow, what we have, but I think maybe 10 minutes will be more sense, but I don't know. It depends on the schedule and how many
okay.
things we have
5.
tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I can, if you guys want to, you go on and talk about the next thing, and I'll find the agenda for tomorrow, because we're coming up to that part of the program anyway.
So the next things, I don't know what's next there on the agenda, but I mean, I think it's really important that we start talking about the summit every week. And if some more ideas around the summit. And the second thing that is important in my view is, what we need to integrate into front-end a proposal process. For example, I will integrate, in the question of the proposal process to mark if it's impact. So if there is direct intention for social impact, environmental impact, or both, not as an obligatory option, but just as an optional. So I don't know if it's something we agree upon, we need to push it to the Catalyst team to do it. And that's the time to do it in the next few weeks before front-end starts. So I don't know if you guys think it's important or no. Because otherwise, what it will cause, it will reduce from us all the work that we are doing manually, right? In the end, if it's something that for front-end, that can reduce a lot of work and energy from us. So just wanted to get your consensus about that and see that you agree, and then maybe we can push it with the Catalyst team, C4C.
I agree. I think that'd be really great to kind of integrate it a little bit more within Catalyst. And then, like you said, it will help minimize like a lot of manual stuff, and for maybe Fund 10, we can kind of turn it into an actual tool that could be repurposed or reused by anyone in the community. So I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
Okay, so I will reach out C4C to Daniel and the Catalyst team, and told them how much time it took us to do all of that work, and how important it was, and we really would appreciate if they can put it inside the process.
I think they would be interested, because I remember when I was talking to Daniel about it, just messaging him, he was really excited about the whole lead generation process and kind of what we're doing. And yeah, I think he felt like it could bring a lot of opportunities to Cardano, what it can, but.
Okay, good. So that's it. So that's one done, and the next part is really the summit. Time is passing, and the summit is coming closer.
Yeah.
So I put the MiroBoard and the doc into chat. Just an update for myself. The Cardano Foundation is starting to really engage with the ambassadors to work on the summit and the local events around the world. I put a post into the Cardano Summit 2022 channel and the ambassadors thing, and connected with the person at the Cardano Foundation who's putting together all of the content for the summit and told him about our idea and what we want to do. And so he said, his name is Nicholas Curry. And he said, thanks for sharing. I'll bring that up with the team. So just waiting to hear back.
Okay.
But it'd be interesting to kind of think about how do we want help from the Cardano Foundation at the summit? Would be like marketing, co-marketing. Can they provide us with 1,000-person Zoom room, etc.
And
Great. Thank you for doing it, Nori. I mean, it's great. And yeah. Bruno, you had something.
Yeah, just quickly, I wanted to know, I was kind of planning to have another call for a impact lead, and I wanted to know if if I should invite anyone or if anyone wanted to also attend that.
Yeah, I think first of all, fill up, please. I mean, we are trying to build a model, so please fill up the lead generator form.
Like the next form, like the verification form, kind of?
No, the lead generator, you have a new lead, right?
Oh, a second lead. Oh,
So,
my bad.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was a
so
second one. Let's go.
Just lit up the form, and then, yeah, I mean, then call us in. I think just remember that Cole and Nori, that they are in Eastern, they are in, basically UTC -5 or 6.
7.
So -7, okay. So,
Cool.
so it's evening our time. But I'm in UTC +2, so yeah, see what time fits you, and whoever can join. Just bear in mind if Cole and Nori are in these time zones.
Yeah, for me, anything before 1500 UTC is difficult.
I'm kind of the same vote. We're pretty much the same time zone. So yeah, that sounds perfect to me. And I'm more than happy to join if it's not too early.
Yeah, and thanks to that, my mornings are empty because they're all sleeping. So,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
right.
great.
Yeah, right.
So I think it's great, Nori, what you did, and it's great to push. So I think the question is twofold, right? What the CF can do for us, and also what can we do for them? And the third thing, what can we do regardless, right? I mean, not everything. I mean, just to, if we can do anything. But yeah, I mean, just an idea. I don't know if we can or if we want, but just
Right. Yeah, some things need support. We can support them and they can support us, but then there's also things that we can just do as a part of the Cardano Summit. I think that's a good distinction. Mindful of the time, we've got about 12 minutes to the top of the hour. We've talked about accounting, we've talked about documentation, we've talked about CardanoCube and Daniel's incredible work, and we haven't talked about Ikigai and Littlefish. Littlefish and Chakan are planning to come tomorrow, and they'll have a breakout room. I get the thumbs up and the nods for doing that. Yep. We talked about, we've yet to talk about reporting, monthly and closeout reporting in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so on that, Colin, myself, I mean, and everyone welcome to join. We are working on the close-up reporting for Fund 7. And yeah, we'll try to give it a push and do the close-up for Fund 7 to the 2 proposals.
Okay, and do you want? When are you going to be doing? You want to help? Feel comfortable, or?
I mean, basically, what we are doing, we opened this close-up report in the files, and we started. We can show you. The idea is actually to make maybe one presentation. I mean, we did already the report. Some of it was done. Simon and myself already a couple of months ago, of the reports themselves. and now we are doing the presentation and the video. And we thought about a simple one actually. So because it's hubs and events, so a simple presentation that include both closing reports at the same presentation, okay, for the hub and for the events, and then a video kind of from different things that we are doing, kind of put together, and just send that kind of as a close-up video. So yeah, I don't know if people want. Yeah, please call.
I was just gonna say, the close-up video should probably be done by the end of the week, and or in the next couple of days, I'm hoping. And it's gonna be like, we're just gonna like record the slides and then kind of mash the video with the presentation and kind of make an overview video, right? Is that kind of our goal, Yoram?
Yeah, but it's very simple. I mean, we are not going to, if you look on the presentation that we shared, I mean, we can share the screen even actually, just to see that everyone agree. I cannot share the screen.
Up.
So Cole was, thanks to Cole again that is pushing to do it, because you need some mental energy to do this closing report. You see my screen?
Yep.
So the idea is really simple. So this is kind of, we start with a closing video, community events and community events challenge and community events, and then scale up Cardano community hubs. In general lines, the community events included the 12 meetups, weekly meetups, and the 3 monthly events. And the community hub included more, you know, how we make inclusive, how we present and collaborate with different communities, how we make it multi-language. So it's more kind of how we basically build a hub, right, in general. So what we did one slide for community events, which is very simple. Committed for 12 weekly meetups. Then this is what we did. Committed for 3 monthly events. This is what we did. Then we will go into the community hubs and we'll say, okay, this is what we did in order to basically build kind of C4C as a community hub. And then potentially put some numbers that we have from the numbers of participants, and then a video that shows some of the meetups and events. Does that make sense?
Yep, that looks great.
I mean, it's very short, very to the point. It could be much more sexy and so on, but I think with minimum work, we can make something that is nice and to the point. I think it's good enough for Fund 7. So unless, yeah, someone have other ideas or wants to jump in and do something, because I mean, we have a lot of materials to do something wow, but it also required a lot of work, right, to do it. Cool. Like if you want to go through all the videos and like to do, I mean, if we can do a 2.5-minute video like the impact phase call, I mean, if you are able to do that, you will be a magician. I mean, the energy that
yeah,
that would be great.
That's kind of my goal. So right now I have like the 4 videos kind of on a spreadsheet or on a doc, and then I'm taking the different timestamps of like important parts. So like when Melanie kind of says like where we came from, where we are now, like starting with that, and like
that's perfect.
Kind of doing little overviews of all the events or like the key
and some guest speakers and all that.
Yeah.
And then to have a separate one in there and kind of to continue to say, okay, and the meetups, this is how the meetups looks like, right? So meetup and breakout rooms. And if you do that, I mean, that will be enormous, and I think it will be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have that finished the end of this week. It just takes some time going rewatching the videos and just
it's a lot of time.
But I can definitely do that.
So the idea is we will do one slide about the first, one slide about the second, then some stats. We'll show some stats, and then we will do a video, and that's it. Really 5 slides, and that's it. I mean, the video will be enormous. I think that will be really the nice one for the atmosphere.
Are we still doing monthly reports? Are those, or this last one?
We need to get ours submitted for this month.
Okay,
Yeah, Fund 8.
Fund 8. So this is the Fund 7 closeout reports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to do the 4 Fund 8 reports by Friday as well.
Also after we're done finishing the Fund 7 closing reports, it could be helpful just to kind of do the Fund 8 ones if like some of those projects are done, just so like the next funding round, it doesn't like penalize us from not having projects finished, just for like voting wise. Like, I don't know if people would say no because of that, but just something to think about maybe.
Yeah.
So we have two done for sure, and two that. Yeah.
We have the events and the hub that we can close out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sure.
And because that's so similar to the Fund 7 ones, that would be like really easy to create and produce.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. No, that I feel like we've talked about reporting and monthly closeout. We've had a very, very productive meeting. There's 5 minutes left.
One thing that I will comment, if you don't have another subject, is again for one of the proposals. I mean, we have 2 proposals for Fund 8. One, we need to suit the onboarding process, which we can test it now on Fund 10 actually with the questionnaire, but we need to do it. Someone just need to take the leadership on that. It's basically building the questionnaire, and it's a kind of the onboarding process questionnaire that we need to do every few weeks. That's missing still, and then actually we could actually argue and close also, or be close to close maybe next month the standard one. We build a lot of standards and processes in the last couple of months. You know, so we can definitely make kind of a nice overview of all the processes we have and all the standards we have in a report, and close also this one. I'm not sure we'll be able to do it next week, but probably for next month we need to aim to do that.
Okay.
So the way I see is to close these 2 for now, then we will try to close the other 2 events of Fund 8 probably next month, and then together with the one of the standards, community standards. And the only one that we will probably lag for another couple of months is the questionnaire one that we need to do it. Someone need to take the lead on that.
Okay.
Yeah. And the big Fund 8 one is the community collaboration standards. And that's kind of what we're doing with the documentation and the website and the roles and the Ikigai and all that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. And it will be ongoing, right? I mean, so it will not stop. Yeah.
Right.
But maybe it's good to spread it actually over more months, and kind of, again, you know, we did a lot in the last few months, but it's quite a big budget there, and we can continue it until the end of the year even, and add all the structure, make sure people get remunerated for that. And kind of, yeah, with all the tasks that now we are coming up with, because there's a good budget there.
Cool.
Yeah. And just before we close, I was just looking at chat, and Daniel's also talking about doing C4C stuff at local summits, which is like there are 30 or 40 locations around the world where they're holding kind of a local gathering, rather for people that can't get all the way to Lausanne. And so it sounds like he's been talking with the Mexico City organizers. And I've been talking with the Vancouver organizers as well. And I dropped C4C as kind of a potential presenter, especially if Melanie can make the trip in. But it might be nice to talk about what's our next steps with the summit planning, because like Bjorn said, it's coming up pretty quick. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And I'm here, right? I mean, I'm going to be in the main one. It's close by. So, and I think Cole might come over. I'm not sure yet what his final plans.
Yeah, no, I think I am gonna for sure.
So yeah, and we will have some other people from here maybe. So we need to see.
That'd be
I'm
so
sure
great.
there's a
That'd
New
be
York
so great.
Summit as
Oh, there's gotta be one in the New York. There's gotta be one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then Dar es Salaam, Baba Elliott is sort of organizing there. So I think that if we bring this up at the meetup, that could be a really, really good like way to participate. Again, another way to get in and participate. These are the things that I've got for the meetup for tomorrow. Appreciation slides, the community council happening Wednesday, 9/28. Impact lead generation, the Ikigai, Littlefish, and that's probably gonna be a breakout room. The Cardano Summit,
Mhm.
and maybe some birthday stuff.
I think the Cardano Summit is good to open it again to the community every week now and see if there's other ideas. Make sure at least that in every local summit, there is a local C4C, someone presenting something.
Yeah, we got to try to get people in.
That could be cool, right?
Oh, tell me again, like, so, like
Wherever there is a local summit,
yeah.
we make sure there is Cardano for Climate presenting there as well.
Yes. Okay, so that means we need to get a list of the local summits, right?
Yeah.
I'm also gonna be at a CNFT con, and we were making these kind of cool flyers. And would it be all right if I promoted C4C while I was there as well?
No, it's not possible, cool.
No, don't do that, man. That's really way off base. I can't believe, horrible that you would bring that up. Oh, the shame. Oh,
No, of
God.
course.
Oh, dear
I think I'm
God.
gonna meet. I think I'm gonna meet Simon as well. He's going too, so that will be really cool.
Excellent. No,
Okay,
thank you for that.
Yeah, so like in live events coming up, and it seems like that is a thing that rolls through the Telegram, like live events. We are at the top of the hour. I'm going to shut off the recording because that's something fun to do. Bye everyone. Bye YouTube.